Hello, hello. Welcome to the fourth video. This is mindset, the real key to trading. Most people, they are not losing because they're bad. It's because they can't control themselves, right? So your biggest enemy isn't the market. It is you. It is you versus you. The difference between a pro and a beginner trader is a pro can do what we sit on our hands when there's not a trade there. There's nothing for us in the market, so we can go and do whatever we want to do for the day. A beginner feels like they need to sit on the charts 24/7. I've noticed since I became profitable, beginner traders really hate the weekends. Personally, I love the weekends. I love my time off from the charts. Even though I love what I do, it is nice to get disconnected. That is something I talk about all the time in market psychology. It is great to take a break and not get what I call trader fatigue. So let's dive in the most common mistakes for mindset. So there is what I call FOMO, what is fear of missing out. You don't need to catch every move. The market is here tomorrow. FOMO will blow you up. So say a move has already happened and you hop in anyway because you're like, oh no, I missed the move. Like I need to make some money. And say it goes the other way, right? Because the move already happened. And if you FOMO into that, that's how you blow up your account. Something called revenge trading. So taking another trade right after a loss just to make back the money you lost is a fast way to destroy your account, right? So say you take $1,000 loss and you go to take another trade to try and make that $1,000 back. Oh, now you're down $1,500 on the day instead of 1,000. If you start feeling yourself, oh, I'm angry at the chart, turn your machine off. Just turn it off, sign out of everything, delete the apps on your phone so you don't need to trade. So there's also another thing called overtrading, right? So just because the market is open does not mean you need to take a trade. I dove into that a little bit earlier when I talked about pro traders. So people who have been in the game for long enough, they can sit there and not take a trade if they don't want to, or there's no setups for them. They can just not take a trade. Simple as that. That's the beauty of it. You don't need to take a trade every day. So forcing setups. I dove in a little bit earlier about it when talking about seeing stuff that's not there when you're over trading. So if it's not clean, it's not a real setup. Great trades look obvious. Don't try to make something out of nothing. That's the best way I can stress it. An A+ setup is an A+ setup, and it is obvious, and you were like, that is going to make me money. How do you build the winning mindset to become a profitable trader? It boils down to 4 simple concepts. It's patience, it's discipline, and confidence through reps, so repetition. You know, when you're in the gym, you lift, rep, and eventually your muscles get bigger. They get used to the training that you're putting them through. And you need to accept losing. So patience. You can't control when a setup appears. You can only control if you wait for it. Discipline. Following your stop loss, your size, your plan. That's how you win long term. Confidence through reps. You can build confidence by showing up consistently, not by guessing one big trade. Like how we talked about a little bit earlier about you don't need to go big or go home. That's not how it works. This is a marathon, not a race. You gotta go slow. You cannot rush it, right? So you show up every single day, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5 week, 6 weeks. You'll be a way better trader than you were on week 1. At week 6, you're going to be way better. So it's just showing up every day because you are going to learn something new every day about yourself and about your strategy. One thing you need to realize is you need to accept losing. Losing is a part of trading. Any trader that tells you they don't lose is straight lying to you. Losing is a part of it, and that's just how it goes. Any system that is profitable is going to have losing days. That is just probability when it comes to this stuff. It means you played the game right. The goal is to control the size of your loss. That is all it is. Just controlling your size of the loss. And then you live to trade another day is what we like to say. Live to trade another day. Survive the day. Remember, your goal is to survive. I once blew a $4,500 account because I let my emotions control me. I revenge traded. I over leveraged. I didn't follow my stops. I learned the hard way. And now I trade very strict rules. And that's what saved me, made me a profitable trader. I once blew a $4,500 account because I let my emotions control me. I over leveraged. I revenge traded. I traded, what was the stock? It was Alibaba I traded, and I was in for 45. I full ported. I didn't know any better. I just got into trading. I completely blew the account. With the little money I had left from blowing the account, it was like, I don't know, maybe $150, $200. I tried to make it back, and I just kept losing because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just way too over leveraged. Now I trade with a strict system, and that is what turned me into a profitable trader. I once blew a $4,500 account on Alibaba. I remember I full ported. I let my emotions control me. I remember I was like, oh no, I'm not going to cut my losses. It's going to come back. And suddenly I was down to what my account size was. It was like $200. And I just kept revenge trading. I kept trying to make the money back, and it just was biting me. I would just lose more money, or it was just not a good cycle to be in. So I learned that the hard way. And now I trade with my system that is proven profitable. And ever since then, I trade based on that system, and it's very, very strict, and it makes me money every single day. I once blew an account worth $4,500. I just got the money from flipping a car, and I wanted to try trading. I let my emotions control me. I had no idea what I was doing. I revenge traded. I over leveraged. I didn't follow my stops. I didn't understand what a stop loss was, first of all. And I learned the hard way. And now my goal is I trade with a system. Every single day, it's the same system, same setups, same everything. If a setup meets my criteria, I take it, I make my money. Or if I take a loss, I take my loss, I move on, I survive, and we move on to the next trade. That's just how it goes when you start trading in a profitable system. If you are doing that go big or go home, like I was doing, that is how you blow your accounts. So I'm going to share with you guys a daily mindset habit that you can do for free. It doesn't cost anything, and it will help you become a better trader over time. Journaling, write down your emotions, your trades, what you did right, what you did wrong. Doing this process will level you up faster than anything else, because you will have the power to look back at your old trades and how you were feeling that day. Oh, someone cut you off on the highway and now you're mad, and maybe that influenced you on your trade on SPY. It's so you can look back and really control those emotions over time. One more daily mindset habit I will share with you is called the walk away rule. If you catch yourself tilting, chasing, or anything of that nature, it is best to just take a 10-minute walk. A 10-minute walk can save your account. It can be the difference between blowing your account and just having a little bit dented in your account for the next day. Remember, your goal is to survive. Master your mindset, and the market cannot shake you no matter what it throws your way. With that being said, let's break down your very first setup in the next video.